Anthony Marshawn Davis Jr. came into the world on March 11, 1993, when Anthony Davis Sr. and Arainier Davis had twins. He has an older sister named Lesha who played basketball, and a twin sister named Antoinette. Davis is also called the Brow because he has a very impressive unibrow. He even had the phrases "fear the brow" and "raise the brow" registered as trademarks. Career. Davis went to Perspective Charter School in Chicago, and during his senior year, he averaged 32 points, 18 rebounds, and 7 blocks per game. AD was offered scholarships by Syracuse and Ohio State, but he chose to play for the Kentucky Wildcats instead. He had 14 points, 11 rebounds, and 4.7 blocks per game on average at Kentucky. Talk about getting rid of them. His team won its 8th national championship because of how well he blocked shots, ran the court, and drove to the basket. He also won the Associated Press College Basketball Player of the Year award, making him the second freshman after Kevin Durant to do so. Talk about making history. The New Orleans Hornets picked him up for the first pick in the 2012 NBA draft. Davis started to write his name in the record books when he became the youngest player to score 30 points, get 10 rebounds, and block 5 shots in a single game. AD has made sure that his name is respected by being the first player to win an NCAA championship, an Olympic gold medal, a FIBA World Cup gold medal, and an NBA championship. Davis has been in the NBA for almost a decade, and he's already one of the best players of all time and likely a Hall of Famer. He was also chosen for an anniversary team of the 75 best players of all time. He's been an All-Star 8 times, made the NBA First Team 4 times, the All-Defensive First Team 4 times, and led the league in blocks 3 times. Now that we know a bit about Davis's basketball career, let's talk about how he makes so much money. Contract. Davis signed a $23 million rookie deal with New Orleans for 4 years. Because he was quick and could play different positions, he got a $127 million 5-year extension to his rookie contract in 2015. 4 years into his contract, he told the Pelicans he wouldn't extend it, knowing that he would be a free agent in the summer of the following year. He did this to force a trade. The next day, he had to pay a $50,000 fine for what he had done. A few months later, he got what he wanted when he was traded to the Los Angeles Lakers as part of a 3-team deal that also sent Brandon Ingram and Lonzo Ball to the New Orleans Pelicans. In 2020, he signed a 5-year, $190 million deal with the Lakers. The deal can be ended early in 2024. That's a salary of $38 million a year on average. At the end of 2025, which is the last year of this deal, he'll make $43 million and only be 31 years old. Let's see what happens with that for both him and the Lakers. Endorsements. Davis had a contract with Nike before he signed a multi-year extension for several years in 2017. They've shown off the special edition Air Max Dominate Fear the Brow and have been seen wearing a lot of Kobes, like the Kobe AD Exodus and Trophy Gold Kobe 5s. AD's also on track to get his own line of shoes with his name on them. He also signed a deal to be a spokesperson for Ruffles and works with them as a creative partner to come up with new products. Red Bull, Foot Locker, ExxonMobil, First Entertainment Credit Union, and Saks are among some of his other sponsors. It's thought that Davis's endorsements bring in about $10 million per year. Davis is pulling in the money, baby. Let's see how he spends it. Mansion. Davis is just like anyone else who has a lot of money to spend and wants to live in the coolest place possible. In 2018, Davis bought a Mediterranean house on 2.33 acres with 16,000 square feet of living space. It has 5 bedrooms and 8 bathrooms and is in the North Ranch Country Club Estates neighborhood, which has a guarded gate. This mansion has a large foyer in the shape of a rotunda with huge windows and a dramatic winding staircase. There's a full-size indoor basketball court with a scoreboard, skylights, and a viewing box. There's also a movie theater, a library, and a gym. This crib is also a big splash because it has 2 very unique water slides. When he was traded to the Lakers, he sold this mansion for a huge amount of money, $6.6 million. Davis lives in a villa mansion in Bel Air, California at the moment, but this is not a normal house. It's a huge villa that is 16,700 square feet and has 8 king bedrooms with bathrooms. It has a huge kitchen, a living room, an office, views of a canyon, a huge pool, and a glass dome that makes it stand out. Amazingly, $32 million was paid for this beautiful home. Cars. Everyone has to get from A to B, but Davis keeps things interesting by having a few cars that many of us would love to have in our driveways. The Porsche 911 is the first. A Mercedes-Benz S550 has also been seen with him. He was also seen with a cool Rolls-Royce Wraith, which starts at $330,000 but could easily cost $400,000 with upgrades. Tattoos. It's no secret that AD has expensive taste, and it shows on his own body, which is covered in tattoos that mean a lot to him. On his upper arm, his first tattoo is a picture of his grandfather with the words "Rest Up" written large above him. After his grandfather died, he got this tattoo to remember one of the most important people in his life, who had always taught him a lot. He just knew he had to find a way to remember him. On his right arm, he has another tattoo with the name of his city, Chicago, and the year he was born. He also has a tattoo of a black mamba snake coiled around a shield. This was a way to honor the great Kobe Bryant, who died last year. He also has a picture of his daughter when she was a baby, a cross, and a few stars. Charity. Anthony Davis started the Anthony Davis Foundation, which encourages kids to stay active and do well in school by giving them opportunities. His foundation has given a lot of money to charitable groups like the United Negro College Fund and others. He also gave $65,000 to his old school, Perspectives Charter School in Chicago, to help build a basketball court. The Brow's giving spirit didn't stop there. During the pandemic, he worked with Lineage Logistics to give $250,000 to LA hospital workers so they could eat at local restaurants. Davis also took part in the Ruffles Ridge Challenge. He and Ruffles each gave $125,000, and Ruffles added another $4,000 for every shot that went over the 4-point Ruffles ridgeline. The total amount they raised for the Feeding America campaign was $262,000. Love life. Anthony's relationship with his longtime girlfriend, Marlon P., is serious. Since about 2016, they've been together. She's of Dominican descent and is known for her designer skills. Marlon had a lot of input and design planning that went into making their Bel Air house look the way it did. Their daughter's name is Nala, and she was born in 2018. They keep their lives very secret, but in 2021 they got married. LeBron James and Russell Westbrook were there, and Adele was also in attendance. AD sang "Never Make a Promise" by Drew Hill to the beautiful bride, and the party went off the rails. Because every great man has a great woman behind him. Net worth. You've all been waiting for this moment, and it's finally here. What is Anthony Davis's value? AD is worth $100 million because of everything that's going on in the Brow's life. Big Boss is in the house, but if you got it, flaunt it. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Please consider dropping a like and subscribe to the channel for more celebrity and basketball content.